Hey everybody, this is the Sliders Review, and I'm here today to talk to you about how I am ecstatic for Power Rangers Once and Always. I can't wait for this 30th special. It's gonna probably be around the time I'm actually gonna get Netflix again in so many years. I haven't really gotten Netflix in like forever. I just been using family members like accounts until they made people stop password sharing and stuff like that. But there's so much stuff on Netflix. Oh my God, I want to watch like the Wednesday show. Some things I need to catch back up on. I watched years ago, and newer stuff that I haven't even finished yet. But yeah, I really haven't had Netflix in forever. But I'm really excited for this 30th special. And I'm a little sad that it went all the way back to the beginning of MMPR. A little, yeah, only because people are kind of Mighty Morphin, saturatedness, and people just kind of a little tired of, especially in the toy line and stuff like that. It's just it's just one of those things where it's kind of can we go to something else? But totally understand why they're doing this and everything. It is the 30th special. We've never had a proper Mighty Morphin Power Rangers special since it first aired. That thing in Megaforce, nobody really considers that as a true reunion show. That Dangers and Dimensions or whatever it's called for Ninjas still. That was probably the last close real MMPR-ish type thing we got, because I don't consider that I'm forgetting my names now. Beast Morphers, like that time that the original Red Ranger came back, that was a disgrace. That was a disgrace for a million different reasons. One, he was the only person without a helmet shown, whatever, civilian clothes, and everybody else just had their helmets on with a voice actor doing them, and that was just kind of nah, man. If you can't get them to come back, you don't even show them on screen, in my opinion. And they tried to incorporate the Dino Thunder Rangers, and they should have just waited to Dino Fury. There would have been a whole Dino thing then, you know what I'm saying? And they really should do a full Dino reunion and stuff. And so, but that was just a disgrace and everything. And that's one of my least favorite reunion specials. It might even be my last on the list when it comes to reunion crossover-ish type stuff, you know? And so now we're finally gonna get the full-on thing, and it's cool because we're gonna get the first and second incarnations of the Mighty Morphin Rangers. Walter and David, they ain't been back in about 28 years, man, because of all the drama that happened with them and stuff, and they finally returned. And thank God Saban ain't there to mess things up. You know what I'm saying? And it's weird because I was watching a little behind the scene thing. It's right. Steve and Walter have never worked together. That's just mind boggling and stuff. And thank God Steve and Catherine, they finally are gonna be in a reunion episode where they actually really get to do something. Because that the dimensions or dangers and dimensions or whatever that thing's called in Ninja still, they didn't do nothing. They just laid on the table, woke up, morphed, and that was it. And I remember Catherine Sutherland she was just upset with that episode because she's all they brought her back just to lay on the table and stuff, and they didn't give her nothing to do. And it's the honest to God truth, man. They didn't give them nothing to do. And so I'm hoping to God will be a really good episode. They're really going back for that nostalgia. I heard that even Barbara, the voice of Rita, is going to come back. My only problem is don't mess with continuity. Don't have any weird continuity errors that's going to make me go, now that's going to ruin another season of Power Rangers for me. Because we all know Mystic Mother from Mystic Force, the Japanese Sentai lady, was the actress who played Rita. So in many fans' mind, that when Rita turned good at the end of In Space, a lot of people are just assuming, okay, she became Mystic Mother after that and stuff. And so, but I don't know if that's actually canon or not, or that's just a fan canon thing. But in people's mind, that's what I assume happened. And so, like, I'm very curious to know what they're gonna do with that. Also, there's a Green Ranger in this. Who is it? Nobody knows because may he rest in peace, Jason David Franks. This happened way before like he passed away. Maybe it's him, maybe it's not. We don't know. Um it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because he said he was done with Power Rangers, but never say never. Maybe he filmed like a little small thing, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe it could be Jenna. Like, she's been really pushing to be the Green Ranger lately and stuff. But this is a full on fledged adult looking man in that suit. Of course, it's a stunt person. But it's like a full on fledged man. I think she's pretty short in real life, so I don't know how that's gonna work out. And so, like, of course, we're gonna have Trini's daughter in this. And I still don't know how I feel about that. I think it's cool in some ways, but in another way, I'm just kind of like, we can deal with loss. We're adults now. We ain't kids no more watching Power Rangers. I say kill the character off because the actress died and just have her daughter replace her. Because if the mother is still alive and she ain't showing up, then that's gonna be very odd and weird, you know what I'm saying? And now that Tommy has a kid, it's kind of like, well, if she's not coming back to still be a Power Ranger, but he is, then what's the deal with that? Like, you see what I'm saying with that? And so the Green Ranger, it can't be Tommy's son unless they did a whole, like, what's his name, Justin thing when he morphs, he turns like really big. They better not do that because we know that little boy is a little boy. He's probably a teen now. But if they do the whole kid route morph and turn into adult, I'm gonna give it the same heat I gave Turbo because nobody liked that. But like, yeah, we even get to see them without their like suits on, no, not their suits, but their helmets on and everything. So that's like really cool. I still wonder how they're gonna do the two Black Ranger thing. Most likely Adam's not gonna be a Black Ranger no more. They're doing that SPA thing. That better stand for Space Patrol Delta. It's the same looking logo, for crying out loud. If they don't do that, that's gonna be a crying shame. And if they do it, that's a nice tie into the Disney era. I like world building. Of course, Karen Ashley's back and everything, and she redid her hair like in, the rope braids. So, cause that's like very iconic for her in that one season of Power Rangers and stuff. And so I'm very curious to know what this is all gonna be about. It's sad that it's only gonna be 30 minutes. I just hope it's gonna be like, I just hope it's not gonna be, oh, there's a monster that came down and we need help, and this is our new team of Mighty Morphin Rangers, and here you're morphin, blah blah blah, and then here's the Zords. I hope they don't do that. Also, keep the Zords out. Because we know they're going to go the CGI route. And I do not like it when they bring back Zords in CGI. When they brought back the Falcon Zord in CGI, it just looked teeny tiny and skinny. But other than that, I'm very happy. Alrighty, well, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.